Rap game, 9,000 coins. Let's go. Hey, coach. Let's make this one.
Remember when he once said about the Red Sox? If this is Red Sox Nation, it's a Yankees universe. Hank is survived by his 4 children and 1 granddaughter. The Yankees released a statement saying Hank was introduced to the Yankees organization at a very young age, and his love for sports and competition continued to burn brightly throughout his life. Hank could be direct and outspoken, but in his same conversations to show great tenderness and lightheartedness.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a blow one for the set, boy.
Go.
There's nothing left. I don't run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Get them footsteps coming, cause we come over the jet.
Next, the greatest comebacks of all time, other than the one that together. Voice-wise, comebacks. You got the Patriots and Bills. It's not together.
Big prime bar
That's enough time for lock roll for days.
Come on, bar.
Every break for your lock rolling play, which turns into a lock workout grade.
Shit.
Grade for 72. What you do is up to you.
I love my man Adams. I love Adams. See. You got Julio? Gotta take Julio, baby. Trey Wayne still looking good. The Jets, they got to take that. They both play for the Jets. Continuity. Receivers, Cortland Sutton. Damn, Kansas City always had them speed boards at receiver. Got to take him. Anytime you see Eagle on the board, you got to take the Eagle. Collins, 87. 86. All right, Collins, come on. Cowboy look good. I already got a left linebacker. Take the middle. Anybody but a Cowboy. My line now. 86 left guard. Run. Hey, look at that run blocking. Got a left linebacker. I got a D tackle already. Damn, that left guard, Richie Incognito, man. Man, fuck. We got Dallas Goedert and Ertz. Calvin Ridley. Man, come on, Ertz. Goedert, 2 tight ends, baby. All right, here we go. Take the sun. Quarterbacks. Come on, Calvin Murray. Let's go. Take the left tackle. Already got a center. Take the guard. Damn, I had Richie Incognito. I fucked him up. Fastest free safety on the board. Ward. Damn, look at Malk up there. God damn, Malk. God damn. I got Adams back there. Can't fuck with Malk. Who that? Bingo. Take the left man. Bosa. I like a Bosa up front. I already got tight ends, Gronk. Hey, let me compare them to what I got. Man, my left tackle better than all these motherfuckers. My left tackle got speed. Faster than both these motherfuckers. Damn! 3 tight ends. I got a left guard. Julio Jones, Hardman. Damn, Odell, how Odell gonna fit in with this, man? So I got right guard, I got a right guard. Come on, damn, Odell. Dang. Alright, we got Barkley back there. Garrison Hurts. He can't catch. Barry can't catch. Fitzgerald, nice. Ain't none of them better than Barkley. Hurst catch 72. That was Jimbo Garrison Hurst. Larry Fitzgerald back from Harvard. I got Julio, man. What I'm talking, I can't read Fitz. I need another running back. Damn. Garrison Hurst to catch. Alright, here we go. Von Miller. Von Miller. Left linebacker. Cornerback, Night Train. Got Ramsey, Poole. I ain't got no cornerbacks. Come on, Night Train. Come with the Krizoo. 90. Who we got up here? Power one. Balance. Power one. Hybrid 3-4. I like a balanced defense. If I ain't got it, let's stick with what we got. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. 89 overall defense, 87, 92 offense. But defense is wait. Let's go. Let's adjust our lineup. Adjust the lineup. Kyler Murray. We got Case Keenum back in my Barkley. Garrison, what you doing, man?
I just ran a check for myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
Number 9, 1982 in the NHL, the Los Angeles Kings, the Edmonton Oilers, number 9, and Wayne Gretzky. The losing end here is the Kings have been down 5 goals entering the third, and they scored some over that. Actually, they scored 6 unanswered goals to pull off this comeback and keep on with the series as well in 5 games. So 5 games were down 5 in 5 games. There you go. Number 8, 2016 NBA Finals. Oh, I remember. Warriors, they fell down 3 games to 1 with 73 Warriors team within the run. And the Cavs starting all the way back to win the title. They took 2 on the road at Oracle Arena. Remember the block that chased down LeBron on Andre Iguodala, Kyrie Irving, Nate Jagger, 3 in Game 7 to secure that win. Cleveland Warriors team come back for the 3-1 down. I have a problem with this list, and it's more than just number 7. The 2000 Winston 500 Speedway. Last Taylor Hart, Luke 20th. Then he was 18 before left to go, and then he passed his kid and Dale Jr. and Mike Skinner for the Bengals to left to go. But it's Talladega, and it's funny, and the big problem with this is not just the number 7, but the Cubs. And their 2016 World Series win, down 3-1 series, he did not win this win. Taylor Hart, number 6, full 51 at Falcons, 28 in the third quarter. Tom Brady, formerly of the Patriots. Now you can say that is called the best for man. Incredible catch, incredible. I try to get that, by the way. Hart to end the game in overtime.
I didn't know Von Miller. I thought I got Von Miller.
Best football game in history. I mean, college football game. There we go. 2006 Rose Bowl, Texas USC down the fourth quarter, second quarter back against the Youngsters. But the team back against not just any team, but the number 1 team in the country. Remember that 8-yard touchdown with 18 seconds to go? That'll do it. That is how Texas won the BCS.
I ain't getting Von Miller.
Down 6 with just 19 seconds to play. And Richard was in the second and 3 quarters. And yeah, he scored no big deal. Out of foul to get the chance at a second. Time to get at 105. Makes that a final chance for a tie. Miller, 8.9 seconds to get the chance at an unlikely victory. 93. Sorry, yeah, 392 final. That's the other one. Bills down 35-3 in the third quarter, but they came back.
I don't believe I ain't got Von Miller though.
The last of them, Frank right. 24-yard pass to Andre Reed. 38-35. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter within the winner tie game. The field goal, 7 seconds ago. Steve Christie stepped up to the third field goal attempt. Update outside to the one game. 41-38. Total on there. Better get off. Sorry, number 2. 0-4 ALCS Red Sox Yankees down. Previous game one. Second game about to cover up the score time on the 7-1. April team will walk off home run in the Yankees bullpen in right field. The USA National Superstar. But what he's been doing, dial over to the Red Sox. This was it, and talent stuff. And then, of course, Johnny Damon, Game 7 in the Bronx. Grand slam took the air out of that building. 10-3 was the final score in that game. The Red Sox are still the only team in Major League Baseball history over the
my team's being fucked up.
in the World Series. It was their first title in the
game.
And number 1, just so happens recently took place 1 year ago today. The 2019 Masters, the two-shot deficit Tiger Woods shot a 70 to win his 5th green jacket, but his first since 2005. It was emotional for Woods. It was probably emotional for all of us. It's great. Great moment. First major was 2008. It was great. Still staying a couple of around and
I don't feel good about this line.
tonight, our weekly flashback to some of the most unforgettable days in Major League Baseball history continues. Game 1, 1988 World Series between the A's and the Dodgers. Kirk Gibson had a pretty decent at-bat in that one. You can see it starting 7 Eastern on ESPN, both the speed and the attitude. For allergy sufferers like allergies, the law. Even after allergy symptoms, stay in an allergy like allergy. Allergy loss. Ingredients help prevent love free.
Hey.
And so now, presented by here we will find healthy and safe today. My name is David Ciliano.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, look at this shit here. I'm fucking up already, man.
He's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. First down, Murray gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Murray now, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have some big jelly or something like that.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down.
Touchdown.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Not that time.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brendan, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They set up the screen to Peyton. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10. Almost the full length of the field. A 90-yard punt return. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
You want to kick off return, I'm going to do a punt return on him, huh? Something
The old
special.
rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't
He's
they?
a beast. See the
They say
spin
put
move,
your heels on
side
the
step,
10-yard
spin
line,
move.
but when you return it,
When
maybe
you
your
get
coach
pretty with
doesn't
the
say
kick
anything to
game,
you, right?
Yeah, I
pretty
think a lot of
special
special
teams
teams
wins
coaches, they got a special
championship.
guy. They'll say, yeah, okay, you
Bill
go to the
Belichick
8.
said that.
But this one, he really had some guts.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Bang, bang, everywhere game, baby.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll
Not
take
that
it
time,
past
player.
the 25
Shut
and
that
up
shit
to the
down.
28-yard line.
Shut that shit down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the one-on-one, the trade expression, one-on-one.
You share from
Get
town.
first down.
You share from
Make
town.
5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep
Shut this
accumulating
shit down,
first downs
dog.
that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get
Lockdown,
behind the
shut down,
sticks
dog.
because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun there for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
That was good shit. That was good shit. That was good shit. Bolson went back. That was my fault. That was my fault.
As his guys
That was good shit.
lead down to 2.
That was good shit.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
We know Aaron Rodgers want to run in there. Got to spy on him. Got to spy on him. Got to spy on him.
They're going to try and run.
Nah,
And he is
nah.
not going to get there.
Not
Boy,
today.
Hall of Famer carrying the
Not
ball. The
today.
defense comes up big, and the try for 2 is thwarted.
Not to the house. To the house. Special teams. Special teams win champion. Let's go. Let's go.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3.
Ooh,
Pretty good return here.
big
He's
dig.
got just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That was good shit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
I should have slowed down.
The balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I like this.
They'll run it now.
He had a blitz. He had a blitz. He had a blitz.
In his
He had a
tracks
blitz.
behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Get out of bounds.
They
Get out
got
of
11
bounds.
back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run it now.
That's Hurst, baby. That's Garrison.
Have a first down. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. To throw is Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Murray now on first down.
Beckham! Not O down, not O. Not the Ulster.
The 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners. Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary. That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, he couldn't get away from
that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. Good move at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Murray.
Oh, and another
He's
touchdown.
taken down.
Fletcher
Cox
That's
bringing
2.
the pressure
3
yet
sacks.
again. That's his 3rd sack here
Killing my
tonight.
man up the
Hindsight
middle.
is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll go to Barkley again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley.
Ooh, touchdown, get in there.
Can't quite get
What?
there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's
They get
corny,
10
that's
more there.
corny.
I believe that'll be
That's
enough
a
for another first down.
touchdown.
It will.
Looks to me like
Look,
maybe
he's
there's a
standing
little
there.
attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
That's a touchdown. He right at the goal line, and they wouldn't even let him take it in. Get the fuck out of here. He like fell and was staggering around at the line. Come on, man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That's what we want right there. Show me what
This
you
will be
got.
taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Oh, he
He's
thought
got
he
it
dropped.
complete to
He
Cortland
thought he had
Sutton.
an
A
interception.
gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st down. Payton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And maybe
Come on, man. We want all this shit.
He's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Philly. Y'all see it? North Philly. Draft champions, man. 9 stacks on the line.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Awesome. Oh, it's the corner. Get the fuck out of here.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 40.
Bring that heat. Bring that heat.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's
you ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
He only manages a couple here down to about
Joey
the
Bosa,
38-yard
baby.
line.
Bosa. Nick
They
Bosa.
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
He ain't going nowhere. Bosa. Bosa.
Now 3rd down is moving.
Bosa.
A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard
Bosa,
there.
baby.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Easy.
Rodgers
There's
now
nothing there.
on
There's
3rd
nothing
down.
there.
And he gets us with
What?
inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge
we on
pickup.
this.
What they really want
we on
is
that.
to even get to
Come on,
3rd
dog.
down. They've
Ain't
got
no
to
pitching.
maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Okay, Michael Jackson,
A
bitch.
9-yard touchdown run. As his guys
gonna
are
do?
back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed.
What you gonna do?
But on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the
Should've won
touchdown,
for
but it sure
2.
took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This one taken just inside the 10.
One
Good
man.
return
Knew
as
it
he'll
was
be
only
stopped
one.
just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation you got. Plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
Got him! Got him! Got him!
And they'll get this well
fucking with the beast, baby. Fucking wrong with him. Fucking with a beast back there.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Barkley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I got him right here. It is. Here it is.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that
Got him
last
on the
run.
blitz, man to man.
They'll run it again with
That's what we want. Give me that last time
the
out.
football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Murray. And he's got his man out of the back.
First down. It's over. It's over. Good game, player.
First down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Rodgers. On the crossing route, that's complete to Clark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's that's right.
Oh, don't quit. Oh, he gonna quit. That was corny, dog. You played the whole game. 1 second, you gonna quit. Corny, dog. That's it, baby. 9,000 on the line. Y'all see I come through like a champ. Oh, we're good. I'll make this up. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. All right.